Yo, what's up, Cable TV? My name's Bryan Gee, and I'm in the place to be with you guys watching Cable TV.
Cable, I love Cable, man. It's one of my favourite places in the world.
My name is Bailey, worldwide, international drum and bass DJ.
This is Jordan V, Planet V, and you're watching Cable TV.
This is the place you check for the upfront club stuff, you know what I'm saying?
V was started like, 15, 17 years ago. Started by me and Jack Frost, just by accidentally listening to a tape that was sent to me by Ronnie Size, before he was Ronnie Size, you get what I'm saying? And I thought, yeah, let me just see what these guys are about. Went down to Bristol, met him, met Cross, met Di, and I said, yeah, I'm thinking of starting up a new label. You guys want to come on board, be my first artists? And that's how V was born. For me right now, V, it feels like when I first started it again. It just feels like everything has come back round again, and I'm working with new artists, and it's real fun. The music is great, and I feel like it's the second time around right now, and like being here in Cable as well, it's just like perfect timing. We really like to have somewhere stable where we can grow with the music and grow with the club, and just like, you get what I'm saying, just make a connection and so people can understand what we're doing and see what we're doing more than just like buying our music. It's probably one of the like top underground clubs in London at the moment, you get what I'm saying? So so far I'm buzzing. I'm really happy.
Everyone in the UK should be proud of this music because it did literally grow from nothing, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, it's not being heralded as much as it should be until it gets to a level so I think I'm happy with, then I'm going to be here. If I'm going to talk about anyone in terms of influence on me as a DJ, I'm going to talk about Randall. Rolling bass lines. You can take two tunes and make them sound as one, and just creating that flow of vibes. Randall's the man. The tightness, the most important thing with Randall was the tightness of the mixing as well. Incredibly tight for anybody else that we heard at them times. Everybody else, it was just like, oh, it's a bit of fun. We're going to play this tune, we're going to play that. But Randall was just like synchronizing everything early. So, yo, Randall's my boy. 89, that's when I started playing stuff. My first actual memorable moment was playing in front of, like, I don't know, it might have been 800 people or so on the end of Hastings Pier. I was literally shaking and like the needle was jumping and stuff, but it was just one of the greatest moments because I felt like, you know, I really am a part of this now. It was actually called Network X before it was even called One Extra. I had to prove myself. I had to do a lot of pilots, a lot of test runs when it came to the radio show. So I did that for about a few months. You know, I just casually got on with it, done my thing. I wasn't guided by anyone. I wasn't told by anyone what to do during the show. I just made up fake features and stuff. And yeah, lo and behold, they were like, we would like you to do a show. And that was at the very beginning of One Extra.
Me and Bryan, like, for ages now, because like we're both like label owners, and we both always we want a home for our label, and we want somewhere where that represents the kind of thing that we do. And I really feel that this place does that in abundance. Do you know what I mean? The atmosphere, the vibe, the location, just the little crevices in that in the club, and the sound system, just the staff, and just everything here is just perfect. It's designed for DJs. Everything about it is suited perfectly for DJs, and I'm just so happy that we found a home here. Yeah. I've been playing music since I was like 15 years old, and I just loved it. I always loved playing music. It's just ingrained in my soul, do you know what I mean? And it's something that I'll do to the day I die. I'll tell you about the first time I played. I played at Energy in Effingham, just after Paul Trouble Anderson and just before Frankie Bones in New York. And oh my God, I went to put the first record on and I was like this. I shook like a leaf. I got great pleasure afterwards. At the time, it was so traumatizing. Do you know what I mean? I look back at it now with fond memories, and it was just one of the greatest times of my life. I heard about this Shub thing again. Danny Rampling, he's one of the godfathers, man. And you know, without people like that, I don't know where this whole thing would be. It's just amazing to think that after all these years, that people like that, you know what I mean, can still stand up and shine bright. Do you know what I mean? I used to do my hoovering to like Nirvana in the morning. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just music. I played a festival called The Burning Man, yeah? In the Nevada desert, yeah? And I've actually played Live and Let Die by Guns N' Roses, the last tune of the night. And I find now that everyone is just kind of getting back to that again where, you know what I mean, you can play whatever kind of record you want and it's just a vibe thing now. We don't put things in boxes anymore and like, yeah, well, I do this and I do that. It's not cool, do you know what I mean? And if you think it is, then you're not cool.
A lot of our music has always been kind of vocal based. People like seeing, you know, the person that sung that song. You know, we had a lot of success with people like Jenna in the past, Stamina MC, Darrison, Fact. We've had a lot of tunes on the label over the last 5 to 10 years. Tali, that have done some big vocal tunes, crossover tunes that have worked well live. David Bowman now has got some, he's a vocalist, and a lot of the stuff that he puts his vocals on work live, and he's a performer. His roots and his background is very much in dancehall and reggae, and I think that's what he's known for. He did a lot of work with Shy FX and Top Cat and those kind of artists, but the album he's putting out is reflective of all of his vibes and all of his sounds. Hopefully in the new year, there will be some more nights where we can incorporate, you know, the live element. And I'm sure there'll be some new artists. My dad always used to find all these new artists from all over the world. So I'm sure in amongst what we've currently got now, we'll incorporate, you know, some Dr. Mika as well, who's one on the label now, the first release Fighter. Mr. Joseph, I think he's just released his 4th EP. Serum's another one. Although he puts out tunes on other labels, I hope anyway, he feels that he's got a home now with V. And we've got some other cats as well from old school, you know, from back in the day. They're putting out some new stuff as well on the label. When I say old school cats on the label, I think you kind of get an idea of what the kind of people I'm talking about. So watch out for some big tunes from some people that might have been forgotten about.
DJ Chap, you know, I think he's going to be massive next year. This guy from Wales called Penny Giles, I'm really like buzzing about him at the moment. He's really got some good stuff, so I'm excited about him. And watch out for the return of Ronnie Size. He just finished his album, and he's coming back with a brand new album, and I'm really excited about that because those are flavors that kind of really inspired me and kept me going through into what I'm doing right now. So I'm excited to see the comeback of Ronnie and Pache. We got a 6-track EP dropping from Pache in about 2 months. It's going to be out in about February, the Funkster EP, and then he's working on an album for us as well. So, plus he's starting his own label as well. So he's back, Pache is back, and I've heard a lot of stuff, and it's exciting because he brings a flavour and a funk that it's kind of missing. You get what I'm saying?
I think we're blessed. Do you know what I mean? In a lot of different ways, just to have the label, just at the level it is, without so-called selling out. We've got a great crop of young producers at the moment. Like we've got the guys from Brazil who've got a lot of faith in, like DJ Chap, Andres, Critical Dub, Level 2. These guys they're amazing. They're phenomenal. I love what they stand for. I love the sexiness that they bring to the music. Savage Rehab coming through. Look out new elements. Look out for new elements. They're kind of tinkering on the edge of V at the moment. We've got Rough Stuff, as everyone knows, as part of our camp, but he's got some really interesting stuff coming up. Just a great crop of guys, a pleasure to work with. I think they've all been inspired by the V sound of the past, and we're just so blessed to have the access to the people that we do. I just want to have fun, and I want all the artists and everyone to have fun when they're making music, and when the people out there tonight having fun. That's what it's all about, just to see people happy, dancing. When I finished my set tonight, I looked at people's faces and people just look so happy. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me happy. Do you know, it makes me smile. I love it.